Machoff'n podcast. The internet's #1 place to machoff on a Monday.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Happy New Year! We made it!
We're running it back because I realized you guys didn't hear it.
Oh.
So let's freaking go.
What up, internet people? You are now listening to Machoff'n Podcast. The internet's #1 place to machoff on a Monday.
Ghost ride the whip.
Yay! We made it twice!
We did. What's up, y'all? Thank you guys for being here for episode 4.
Yes!
I think it makes us official. We're past the threequel stage. And yeah, we're chasing down the mighty 5th and 6th and double-digit episodes.
The mighty 5th.
So,
We're chasing it. I've never heard of this unit of podcast episodes, but
it's a thing.
I'm
Just
excited.
Trust me, it's a
is
thing.
it? Okay. Okay, well, we're 4. Mighty 5, we're coming for ya. Be ready or be not. I don't know.
Very convincing. Great work.
Before I'm already skipping. Because I think before we start, we should say what the sippin' word is. I almost feel like maybe we should change that to the very beginning, right?
Start it out. This is our show. We can do whatever we want.
We can. I don't know why I'm yelling. So, the sipping word today is going to be year because New Year. So it seemed fitting. So I hope you have your beverages, water, tea, coffee, drink.
Whatever you want. You know we're getting dirty here on a Monday.
We are. And
cheers.
if any of you also have pineapple glasses, please drink out of your pineapple glasses. Those of you who do know what I'm talking about.
It's a little inside thing. But stick with us and you guys will get into it.
You'll know the
Pineapple
thing.
Thing.
All right. So sipping word of the episode is year. So now let's talk about. Sorry, I feel like this keeps falling. Let's talk about what we did last week.
Let's give them something to talk. I'm just kidding. There's no song.
There's
for
no
that.
song for that.
I feel like that's appropriate.
You want to go first?
Yeah. So yeah, last week, great week. It was the in-betweener of Christmas and New Year's and New Year's Eve. So we were still kind of doing the family and friends thing. We safely went out. We got at-home COVID tests, the FDA approved ones, so super legit.
Negative.
Got to see, totally tested negative. Got to see some friends. We did another escape room, but we didn't make it.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
You can jump in.
So on the last episode, I'm sorry, you guys, my mic, it feels like it keeps like drooping. Okay, we'll go with that.
You going?
So, technical difficulties.
Off to a great start in 2022.
We should add one of those doo-doo-doo, like when the elevator music when you're trying to fix shit. Doo-doo-doo.
We should.
And it should just be like our faces, like just like doo-doo-doo.
It'll be little Michael playing with the cord.
Okay, that looks more secure. So we did an escape room. This was our second one. We were hot off the trails of our first one, which we talked about the last episode, and we completed that one. And so we did this one. This one's in Fremont, and I didn't book either of them. Our friends booked it, but I believe like the first one that we did, the level of difficulty was moderate. Or like, I think it was numbers. So it was like 6 out of 10 or something like that.
Yeah, it was a medium for sure.
Yeah. This one that we did, I don't know if they're watching.
No, the heist, the people, so it's called the heist.
Are you looking it up?
No, I remember what they said, and they said this was their medium one.
Oh fuck!
And I was like, this took a lot more brain power. So I think a Fremont medium is maybe like an expert San Francisco. So the grading scale's all over the place. So it, you really got to just check into it. This one was way more brain activity. The other one was way more physical activity. So.
Yeah, it was just hard. And like, we're not stupid, but it was just really fucking hard. We had a bigger group with us.
Mm-hmm. It's not always better.
No.
But I think same time.
Well, yeah, I think, first, let me preface with, I think everybody did their best. So now that that's out of the way, I think we were all just like, ah! I know myself personally, I had a margarita before we went to go get food. And so I was just in my own world there. But I still like when we were getting from, it was 3 rooms, when we were getting from, room to room, I was like, I'm not understanding how this was happening. But that's because like this escape room had so many thoughts. So like the last escape room, there were no clues for the current room in the previous room. So like once you were into the next room, then you're there. All the clues that you need are in that room. And then same thing with like the first room. Like there were no clues in the next room to get to the first room. But this one that we went to, you needed to look inside the other room in order to like figure out shit in the room that you're in. So there was no kind of like definitive lines of like, oh, we didn't need, we for sure don't need any information. Room. Yeah, and that made it more, challenging.
Super difficult. Yeah, you had to go back and like, oh, I remember a poster when they were giving us the orientation for the building.
Yeah, and
like, what the hell, dude? Like, but it was good.
It was totally good. It's just, I think I bit off more than I can chew. I was like, oh, I'm 1-0. Like, let's go. Yeah. And then this escape room was just like, stop. Noob.
I totally think, the added difficulty and the added drinks and the added other particulars, like, definitely made it more difficult. But it was fun. It was fun, but it was 100% way more difficult. So if you guys have a chance, if you're just starting out,
don't go to that one.
Try in San Francisco, but stay away from Fremont for sure. But it was good. It was still really, really fun.
Yeah.
It was. We had a great time, and it was all about the company at that point.
Oh yeah, totally. So we didn't escape. The guy, we won't say anything in case somebody wants to go to that one. But the guy was like, "Oh, do you want to know how?"
Walk through all the secrets.
Yeah, and we were like, "Oh yeah, let's see how far we actually got."
Yeah.
And like maybe
he was nice. He was being very nice.
Oh no, totally. And like he said the 2 steps, and we were like, oh, okay. And he's like, oh no, there's more.
Yeah.
And he's like, this. One of us had to act something out in front of like a security guard, and it was like, what? How are we able to? Huh?
What's up, Patellosaur?
Hi, Patellosaur. We're just talking about
not escaping in the escape room. We didn't make it. Big surprise, we didn't make it. No.
We paid them off in order to be here to stream today. Yeah. But yeah, we didn't escape, and he let us know the steps, and then we were like, oh, I don't. Initially, we're like, oh, if we had like half an hour, we could have. But then I thought about it more and was like, I don't think so, guys. I think. I don't know. It was hard. It was hard.
And the guy was being super nice. He was like, yeah, you guys almost had it. You just had to do this, and then you had to do this, and then you had to do that, and then you take that, and you go over there. And I'm like, bro, like, thank you for being nice, but we were not close.
No,
we were probably like 66%. Like, we still had another 33 to go. A third. We were 2/3.
Like we needed another hour.
We needed definitely another hour.
Because it not only was like time wise of how many steps we needed to finish, typically how long that would take. I think us even getting to those steps would have added. We would have needed that extra time. 100%. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think we were going to be escaping out of there.
if I just thought about this right now, but if any of you out there are starting an escape room, have an option to add more time. You're like, hey, do you guys want more time? It'll be $40. You know, competitive people would be like, yeah, let's get more time, and then like they'll just keep adding
sound like they've been
time.
drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah, code red all the way. But you know what I mean? Like if you have the space to keep a party going, I definitely would have been. Yeah, I'll spot an extra 40.
Yeah.
To get an extra hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, little Michael's wilding out.
Our key grip is taking another day off and deciding to while out in the same kitchen that we're in.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for coming here. You know, started off the year with an L in the escape room.
So that sets the precedence for the rest of the year, doesn't it?
It's only up from here though.
Hey. Dance like you dancing on a pole. It's not that time yet, but that's probably one of my favorite songs. That happened. We are actually planning, I don't know where Marcus is, usually he's here, but we are planning on doing an escape room with him. Yep. Because he's like a pro. And fun fact, if you also follow Legion of Geeks, which is Sean's other podcast, if you want to
Wednesday night
put
podcast.
it in the chat. So Marcus and Sean have been co-hosting this podcast together. They've never met in person.
Nope.
We are unsure how tall Marcus is. We don't even know. We've only ever seen him sit. We have no idea.
We're unsure if he wears shoes.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out
We
soon.
have no idea. Is he a chunkla man? Like, I don't know. I've never seen his feet.
That should be a poll one day.
Yeah.
Shoes or chocolates? No, but we're gonna meet up. We are probably gonna do a IRL, just quickie little stream.
Yeah, that'd be
just
cute.
because it'd be fun. Mm-hmm. But we're planning on making a day out of it, and then we got to tackle an escape room because that's right up his alley.
Yeah.
We're just in the beginning of the addiction phase. So
I feel like it's going to be
a
a thing. It's going to be like Machoff escape room like thing. We should make one in the patio.
Honestly, like, I think, like...
That'd be amazing.
I was looking at it from a business perspective. So my mind always is like, oh man, these business people are making money off of this. How are they doing it?
Yeah.
These guys rented out an office space in Fremont. They have one employee, and he just sits there, and the employee watches the people in the escape rooms. They have at least 2 or 3 rooms because I saw other doors. Mm-hmm. One employee sits there, and he might be the owner. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the owner. Yeah. But he's running this escape room on his own for a lot of money per hour. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to tell you guys, but a lot of money per hour.
How much did we pay?
Wasn't it 40? Like 40 a person?
40 per person, and we
times
had
8.
You do the math.
Each hour.
Do the math.
Hour. So 1 hour probably covers their rent. The rest of it's probably pure profit. Yeah. Goes into props, goes into upkeep, goes into cleaning. And with COVID, like, you have a group of people, so it's like, as long as that group of people is, tested negative and they have all their sheets and their documents, like, you don't got to worry about mixing crowds. But I was like, it's such a brilliant business idea. Yeah. Like, holy cow, man. Like, let's start an escape room. Chat, let's start an escape room. If nobody's doing it right now, we can start a chain. Like, we got East Coast in here, we got West Coast in here. We'll get a few people sprinkled in the middle, and then we'll get a branded chain, and it'll be so easy. We can switch different room themes. We can, let's do it. Let's make some cheddar.
I'm down to make cheddar. So that happened, and then besides that, we went to our friend's house for New Year's Eve. We had a bitchin' charcuterie board.
Oh my goodness! When the charcuterie board outdoes the pizza that you ordered and outdoes like the main meal, the charcuterie's done right.
The charcuterie was amazing. It was done by one of my best friends at Alyssa Lopez. She is a wedding planner here in the Bay Area.
Also known as the wife of Hosta.
Yes, it's Hosta La Vista's wife.
We're still going through the extra cheese.
Yeah,
that we
they
brought
gave us
home.
extra cheese, so we've just been eating cheese. So we're going vegan next week,
just to try and recover
just to try to recover.
and balance
'cause
it back out.
I've had a lot of brie. I've had a lot of brie in the last few days, and you know my insides are not happy, but my soul is happy.
It sounds super obnoxious, but have some brie if you've never had some brie.
At Patellosaur's never had a charcuterie board.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. So when we go visit you at the Jersey Shore, we are making you a charcuterie board. It's deli meats, it's cheeses, it's chocolate covered pretzels, it's luxury, it's glamorous. It just makes you feel like a fucking adult. That's what it does. That's what it does.
Patella store. I'm gonna bring
yeah.
you one on the plane.
Wait,
I'll
who
bring
got
it
you
with
that for
us.
your birthday or for Christmas?
Yeah, it was from again the charcuterie master Hosta in chat. But I'll bring you one of these full of charcuterie board items, Patellosaur. As soon as we see you, this will be the first thing I hand
Yes.
you. You can clip that for sure.
So yeah, that's what we did. Yes, at Hosta Karkuchi forever. We for New Year's Eve we watched the Miley and Pete Davidson thing. It was in
Miami.
I was in Florida. It looked like it was in
It looked
Florida.
like a hot
too.
mess. It looked like Florida.
That
It looked
shit was
like
for
fun.
sure in Florida.
Yeah, it was a lot of Florida energy.
Fucking
But
swamp
at the same
energy.
time, I think I would be down. I would
Oh, it'd be hella fun, but it's swamp energy as fuck.
super swamp people.
AF, AF.
Prince, what's going
Hi,
on?
Prince. We're talking about swamp people.
Swamp people in Florida. We watched the Pete Davidson, Miley Cyrus New Year's thing that
Yeah.
felt like it was just thrown together. But at the same time, it felt like a lot of fun. So honestly,
So funny.
I would have been there. It felt thrown together, right?
It did. I think they even said it. They were like, oh, I mean, I think they were making a joke, but when Pete Davidson and Miley were like sitting there talking, they were like, oh, yeah, this was a thought maybe a week ago or, something along those lines. They were joking. And like, obviously, something production like that is not that last minute. Maybe it is, but they have like all hands on deck, right?
Yeah.
But it was just kind of, it was like random. I mean, we don't really watch those New Year's Eve. We
No.
watch it for the ball dropping, but we're not super paying attention because
Yeah.
like we have this tradition with two of our best friends where we just go to their house and we
take
have a
it.
very low key New Year's Eve.
I love it.
Oh yeah, I love it too. I don't like when I was younger I would go out, but like now the thought of driving on New Year's Eve, just being out, it's not that I don't trust myself, it's I don't trust other people because they're fucking wild. And then even Lyft drivers, like I just get like weirded out on big holidays. So I just prefer not to go anywywhere.
Yeah.
So
And not to mention paying like $80
yeah, it's more expensive
for the bar that you went to yesterday for
on
free.
not New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, dude, same security guard. I just saw you yesterday and I didn't pay anything. Why do I need to pay $65?
Yeah.
And dress up? Why do I need to do that? Like,
Yeah.
just because it's the holiday. Like,
Exactly.
You guys are the same place with the same clientele as yesterday.
Yeah, so we like to stay, so it's a really nice tradition, and we just did that, and we just chilled, and it was
Yeah.
nice. So I hope you guys had a fun and safe New Year's Eve. If you did anything wild, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, Patellosaur, you didn't miss much.
You
It
didn't.
was funny, but you didn't miss much.
At Prince, it snowed here. That
And we
sounds
just chilled.
awful.
That sounds phenomenal. Just being cozy.
I'm not a
inside.
snow person.
But if you're inside,
my ancestors were in the sun.
your ancestors don't have a brow bone. That's true.
Exactly. Look how flat my fucking face is. I didn't need a brow bone to shade me from sun,
Protect
like,
you
or
from
not sun,
rain.
from fucking
Yeah.
rain. Like, we didn't need it.
Austin says, you guys always skip the cover charge here. I don't know why. Dude, Kai lets us in the side door.
We know
If
a guy.
it's not Kai,
know a
it's
guy.
Coach. So you got to talk to one of them.
At Prince O'Motley, a fresh moose heart to consume.
Nothing better. Dude, is that for real? Are you being for real right now? I did not know that was a delicacy. in your land.
I know, like, Alaskans eat moose,
Yeah, you definitely eat moose, but I
but
don't know
the
if moose
heart?
I could see it being a thing for sure. I'm just too sexy to bake ever.
Wait, don't ignore the
Lies.
fact that you just said that you eat moose heart. Let's push Sean's sexiness aside for a second. And let's discuss that you eat fucking moose heart. What does that even mean? Like, what?
I could definitely see it being a
Oh, deer heart is a thing. I've never had moose heart. Okay.
it's probably
Okay.
it's probably a thing for larger families. It's the same thing, just bigger.
I'm just gonna ignore everything that's happening right now.
But yeah, man, I'm all down for just a safe and just chill New Year's.
Yeah.
And I think the Florida thing was a little bit thrown together because I want to say they didn't announce, that they weren't going to televise anything at New York. I think that was the big
But
thing.
the thing is, we also don't have TV.
That's true.
We're
It could've been a
cavemen
thing.
here in the Machoff'n household. We don't have a TV. We've never had a TV, actually.
stream
As
stuff, but
long
we
as we've
just-
been together.
Yeah.
We actually, no, that's a lie. At the apartment in Sunnyvale, there was a TV in the living room, right?
Yeah, but we didn't really have cable. or
No,
anything.
I don't really watch a lot of
Um,
TV.
We just
I
stream.
stream, yeah. Like, I love watching bullshit on like Hulu, and it used to be Netflix. Don't have Netflix anymore, but I like a lot of garbage TV, but I don't watch it live. I watch it at my leisure.
Yeah. Prince Motley says Mooseheart is like the size of my head. Exactly. So
I've never seen your head.
it would feed a family
It
of
tells
10.
me nothing.
It would feed a family of 10 to 12. For
Damn,
sure.
you got a big ass head, Prince O'Motley. If you could feed a family of 10 to 12, that's hella big. That can't be right. What's the units? I need
Dude.
different units.
Well, yeah, and in
How do you watch Love? Oh, at Prince, I watch it on Hulu. Yeah, I watch it on Hulu.
they're
for
only
sure.
like a season or two behind,
Sorry,
but they have
shaking the
like
table.
UK, they have Australia, they have a bunch of
UK
them.
is still the best. I was watching Australia for a little bit, and it's cool, but
They should have Canada, Love Island, Canada. It's just cool.
I wonder if they do. Everyone would be super nice, and it'd be like in the winter.
Yeah, that might be awesome.
Snow and like bikinis.
Nobody's complaining about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that pretty much covers this last week. Other than that,
Yeah, I have to go
I
back
was
to work.
still working. Melissa was off.
Yeah, I had it off.
Hopefully, you guys got lucky and had it off too, or at least had a slow week.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully for me, it was super slow. Nothing crazy was going on. A
You
lot
had to
of
work from
people were
home the
out of
whole
town.
week.
Out of town.
Out of tone.
Out of town.
They were out of tone and out of town.
But yeah, I worked the whole week from home, so super blessed and thankful for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that pretty much covers.
That's the week. Low
weekly
cap.
lowdown.
What? Lowdown.
Low
Recap. I'm just making shit up now. I don't even know.
Oh man! Hopefully you guys had a great week as well.
Yes. So we have the Twitch note of the week. We don't have a song for that, so I'm just gonna
Not
sing
yet.
it every time. Oh, you don't want me to sing it? All right, fine. Fuck me then, right?
Yep. First and last time Melissa sings Twitch note of the week.
Twitch note of the week. Twitch note of the week. Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
So this week is a super simple, quick one. It is just called a Twitch VOD. Twitch
Ooh,
VOD. And I'll use that in things. Hey y'all, come check out our last episode of Machoff'n. Go watch the Twitch VOD live on our twitch.tv/Machoff'n. So VOD is basically video on demand. In short, it's the recording of our full stream.
Mm.
So, I try to leave our content in the mostly as one piece. I try not to cut too much out, but, sometimes we either have a lot of ums or last week,
Hell
our
of a lot of ums.
key grip was like wilding the fuck out. And we had to like pick him up and like toss him on the bed and go find a toy. And like, we were all over the place
We had
last
to
week.
pair it.
So I chopped that up and, put up the edited version, the Gordon Ramsay version up on YouTube. But if you want to see like the raw
Gordon
version,
Ramsay version.
he's chopping it up. He's a chef. He wants everything perfect and precise.
I love him. I love when
So-
he yells.
Yeah. So I put up the perfect version, quote unquote, on YouTube and on Spotify and on iTunes. But if you want to see the raw VOD, it's still on Twitch.
Mhm.
Thankfully, because we're affiliated, the VODs last about a month. And if you're not affiliated, Legion of Geeks we're on our way there. Again, every Wednesday, twitch.tv/Legion of Geeks. We're trying to get affiliated. But
PSP.
until we are, our VODs are only up there for 1 week. So
Yeah.
with the weekly episode, it's literally just the last episode, and then that expires.
I'll be
That
back.
expires the night of our next premiere. So you got a week for those. For these, you got 30 days, and VODs are fun because if you see something ridiculous, you can watch it through here and then go back through the VOD, and you can create what's called a clip. Now, a clip is like a highlight. So if we do something stupid,
Which we probably do.
probably do and probably will and probably don't even notice that we did already, you can clip it on mobile, you can clip it on your computer, and then you can kind of play the video editor for our podcast and create these little clips that stay on our page. So we can check them out. We can turn them into highlights. We can create crazy like clip compilations. Throw them up elsewhere, and it would be super fun. So that's another way to interact with us. Go back and watch the VOD.
Yes. And then if you don't watch the VOD, because maybe, I don't know, you just don't, we're also on YouTube. We're also on Apple Podcasts. We're also on Spotify. So watch, listen, learn from all of those social medias. At Lilo Mac says, take a shot every time someone says hella. Girl, I know who that is. Lilo Mac is my sister.
We would be blacked out 5 minutes.
Yes, but also every episode, if you're just signing on, every episode has a sipping word. And today's sipping word is year. I actually haven't called it out myself. If we've said it, I haven't.
You just said it though.
Oh,
Take a
hey,
sip.
yeah.
Whatever you got, water, soda,
Oh, are we-
soda,
We're-
beer, shots, whatever. Ramen, perhaps. You can sip.
Ooh, ramen sounds delicious.
Sounds amazing right now. It's cold here.
Yeah. Look at I'm
California
wearing like
cold.
we're going to the snow in like 2 weeks, and so I bought this sweater. It came in the mail.
It's
don't-
great.
Yeah. Great story.
End of
Great
story.
story. Also, if you hear breathing, it's Lil Michael. Our key grip is here. He's being a big fucking baby, so I have to hold him. And so if you hear the heavy breathing, it's not me, it's him.
It's the pug ASMR again.
the
We had it last week.
The pug ASMR. Hasta la vista! Giving some motherfucking sandwiches!
Lilo Mac, you just got a sub sandwich from
A sub
Hasta La
sandwich.
Vista.
Speaking of sub sandwiches and Hasta la Vista, so I want to give a special shout out to those of you who listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
We see y'all.
Yes, we do see you. I know sometimes it may be a little confusion when we are interacting with the people on Twitch, like listening to that in podcast version when you're not seeing anything or not involved in that conversation can be like low-key confusion. So we're trying to be clear and like read what people say, and so that hopefully it makes kind of sense. But that's what makes our podcast a little bit different. It's streamed and it's live. God, wow, he is like he is sleeping. He is fucking sleeping.
So yeah, Patella
Awkward.
Store says it's 24 degrees here. Yeah, and that's when I say California
That's
cold.
not okay.
Currently it's 52. We're definitely spoiled. So I acknowledge that California cold is completely different.
Yeah,
Prince Amali says big old producer Lil Michael. Exactly.
he is, and he's a
Exactly.
menace to society right now.
He's over the fact that we do these every week and we're taking away time from him. But time with him is literally just chilling because he doesn't require too much crazy physical activity.
He's just sick of our
He
shit.
just likes to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that was
your
VOD.
Twitch note of the week, VOD, video on demand. Next we got
Dance like you dancing on a pole. Dance like you dancing on a pole.
poll time, baby.
Poll time.
What did we do this week?
Well, we did something different this week.
We did.
So we are putting the poll in chat like we've been doing the last few episodes, but we also try to do some like pre-work, and we put the polls in all 4 of our Instagrams. That sounds so fucking obnoxious, but we do have 4 Instagrams. So he has his personal, I have my personal, we have Machoff'n, and then I have my finance page, Fucked At. So I asked on all 3 of those, and then he asked on his personal. So let's see what the people said. So first of all, you know, it's New Year's Eve. Or it's not fucking New Year's Eve. It's the new year. And people typically set goals. This is a time where this stemmed from was on Hulu, we were getting a lot of commercials for like Atkins, like, and it started as soon as the fucking new year hit. It's Rob Lowe, and he's like, when I started Atkins, yada da da. And so we were thinking, like, wow, like, I mean, then this is no fucking secret. Like, January is when people are like, oh, I'm gonna get healthy. I'm gonna start working out. And I know there's like not studies, but the percentage of people who sign up for gym memberships and shit are like the highest in January.
It's got to be 95, 98%.
And then they fucking fall off in February. And it happens like consistently. The working out of these people is not consistent, but the fact that they stop fucking working out is consistent as fuck.
And it's definitely, I feel like it's designed that way to keep gyms running, to keep businesses going.
Yeah, that's where they have all the sales too.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, we're gonna have hella people.
marketing.
And also, I too have done it. Like, I'm not
100%.
putting myself
I've done
over
it
this.
multiple
Like,
times.
but it's just something we all need to like kind of be honest with
Be
ourselves.
aware from.
So we were thinking, okay, people typically start goals in the beginning of the year, but do people stop there? Like, or are you constantly kind of adding goals, or maybe not constantly adding, but like if you achieve one, then you're changing, or, you know, whatever throughout the year.
New
or is it
year.
like, okay, I have these goals in the beginning of the year. Oh, didn't do them. It's March. Well, let's just start next year.
Let's wait next year. Yeah.
Yes.
And no, you know, again, no judgment here. We are definitely open to both ideas. You know, whatever works for you, you know, more power to you for sure. I know I definitely can't just set goals in the beginning of the year.
Did you already put the poll in the chat?
The poll's going.
Oh, okay. So
It's up for 10 minutes.
So we put that poll in the chat, so you guys could go ahead and answer along while we talk about, I'll talk about what the people on Instagram said, and then I'll talk about I'll talk about myself. So on Fuck Debt, we had 13 people said throughout the year, and then 5 the beginning of the year. And then one person actually messaged me, and then she said both. And then let's see. Let me go to the other Instagram. Like I said, we got too many fucking Instagrams. Gotta keep up.
Yeah. On my personal Instagram, I had 9 people answer, and they all answered that it's all throughout the year.
Throughout the year.
They don't do anything at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Or if they do at the beginning of the year, then, you know, they keep going throughout the year.
Yeah. And then on our actual Machoff'n podcast IG, which if you don't follow, you should, because that's where like we're gonna put a lot of these polls and shit. They all said throughout the year. Okay, so basically on the Instagrams, kind of like the total, people more said that they set their goals throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm a bit of both. Like, there is something about starting shit like at the beginning of the year. And I don't know if this is like a fucking Hallmark thing, or like, I think I do a bit of both. I've been watching a lot of Love Island UK. So if you hear a British accent come out, it's because that's all I've been fucking hearing all day.
she's had the week off and just binge watching just Love Island UK the
Yeah.
entire time. So
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, it's nice to start a goal like at the beginning of the year, but at the same time, I feel like that can sometimes be an excuse to like oh, that whole idea of like, let me wait till Monday. Let me wait till Monday to start. So it's like, let me wait till January to start. And I think you're ever changing, so like constantly having new goals is okay, and you don't need to start at the beginning of the year. Like different things
100%.
come up, right? And so if you're like in July, it's like I have to wait until January. So I think it just depends on what the fucking goal is. There's nothing wrong with like, okay, beginning of the year, new me, that whole thing.
it's awesome for motivation. It's awesome to kick your ass into doing something different. But don't let that be the only time. Like throughout the year, if you fail like one goal, or not fail is a strong word. If you don't reach it in time, fuck it, set another one. Like don't be too hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all doing this human shit for the first time. So fuck, if something doesn't work out for one reason or another, and as we've all learned these last 2 years, like shit isn't all up to us. Like shit can happen from the outside and prevent us from reaching our goals. So reset, take another goal, whether it's April or August or November, or like we started this podcast in like December. So it's like start new things whenever you want. So
at DJ Darth Fader said, I'm tired of chasing my dreams. I'm just gonna ask them where they're going and link up with them later.
big fact.
Just like drop a pin, right? Like dreams, just drop a pin. Like, let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I will see you when I see you.
Yeah, just do a little portal magic. Show me where you're going, and we'll see you guys a little bit later.
I like that.
Vitellosaur says, I feel like some people do the whole January goal thing because they see everyone else posting about theirs. 100%.
Totally.
That's what I'm saying.
Totally.
Like it's absolutely on purpose that like all these gym memberships have sales. Atkins starts advertising for the first time January 1st of the year. You know what I mean? Like all these things happen for sure. And then like we add to it now with social media being a thing. Seeing everybody's like, new year, new me, posting the body goals. Again, nothing wrong with it. Just use it as motivation, but don't let January be the only time you set goals for the year. Like keep pushing through.
Yeah.
Pivot and adjust if you need to. It's okay. All right. Are we ready for the results of the poll? There's a few more seconds. Has it been 10 minutes? There's a few more seconds winding down here.
Oh, wow.
Get your votes in if you haven't.
Vote. Lilo Mac, people going crazy about fitness is funny during COVID. You're surviving a pandemic. You're doing fine. Yeah, we did start working. Like when I didn't have work, when we were doing all those videos, and then I had to start working from home. And then it was like, oh, okay.
Back to the grind. Back to the machine. Okay, so let's view the results of the chat poll. All right, so we had 5 total votes. 4 of them said throughout the year. 1 of them said goals, question mark. What are those?
What are those?
So yeah.
They're kind of the same as IG.
Kind of the same thing. Appreciate you guys. Spread the word. If you guys see, somebody not meeting their goals, do like my hat says. Just be flipping nice to them. And just tell them, hey, it's all good. Set a different goal. Set a goal later in the year. It doesn't matter. Like, just try and do your best every day and just try and be nice to the people and show compassion.
Yeah.
And Leo Max said, oh, that was the pandemic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're all doing fine here. We're all doing this for the first time. So, appreciate yourself. pivot and reset if you need to, or just chill. You're surviving a crazy ass time right now, so
Just survive.
all right.
Okay, so let's move on to
Slow down.
yeah.
I just wanna get to know you.
Get to know us, which this week Melissa has something special.
Yeah, so because it's New Year's, we found this article where it's just a few questions. So these questions are supposed to be for like New Year's Eve, so I don't want to sit here and like talk about last year, but at the same time, that's like what these questions are. So we just thought it'd be kind of fun to throw them in. We won't do a bunch, but
It's first episode of the year. It's okay to look back a tiny bit.
yeah. You can go first.
Okay, let me pull it up.
Or I guess I'll ask you a question.
Yeah.
I need a second. Let me ask you a question. You can talk, and then I need to step away for a second.
Okay.
So let's say this is a good one. Pick 3 words to describe this past year.
Past year, I would say absolutely challenging. Challenging, a good time, and actually I would use wake up. Challenging because of all the obvious shit with, just things going on with the pandemic, things going on with the crazy ass country, things, just all these outside pressures that kind of put us in a pressure cooker daily. There was a lot of chaotic stuff happening last year. And just going through all of that, super challenging. I should type these down. Okay, so challenging. If you guys remember what I said, let me know. Challenging. If I had to redo it, I would say challenging, and then I would say wake up. 2 words. I'm totally aware. But a wake up because it was a total wake up call with I was furloughed. Oh, and fun. So we'll do wake up first.
Not this year.
This last year.
2021, you were not furloughed. You were furloughed in 2020.
Oh my gosh. So
They're blending.
anyways.
They're blending.
Yeah, these last 2 years are 1 year. So, but definitely still a wake up because I was still trying to balance, okay, so 2020 got furloughed, started pushing art and started pushing side hustles a fuck ton. Then this last year, trying to balance going back to work while also trying to still do something for myself and not fall back into that corporate machine world, however far deep you want to go into it, but basically still holding on to doing something for myself with the passion and the dream to only be working for myself in the future. And then fun this last year, absolutely. Throughout the pandemic, we got back to the real basics of like just communicating to people, just reaching out over Zoom, playing board games, doing stuff at home, and keeping ourselves busy. Like that was back to the basics. Last year was fun because you had a combo of the things. You know what I mean? Like we finally reached a point where people were getting tested, finally reaching the point of like vaccinations. And so we're able to see one another in person again. We're able to do some things, just albeit very safely. And we had a chance and an opportunity to, do these things that we took for granted for so many years. We had an opportunity to do them again. So doing that, and then also just personally navigating through that balance, I found a lot of fun things like this podcast, like starting all these crazy adventures, and just doing things on the side, not going so hard as trying to be professional, but just jumping into things and trying to grow them and trying to turn them into something else. And then that's kind of freeing, honestly, like making mistakes, trying new stuff, jumping into stuff, trying to learn as much as you can with the crazy ass world that's going on right now. Like so many things are changing right now. So just trying to jump in, make mistakes, and figure it out. To me, that's honestly super fun.
What was your word?
It was fun, wake up, and challenging.
Oh, okay.
And Patelsaur says the last 2 years have felt like one very long year. Honestly, it felt like 2020 and then 2020 returned. Like
2020 part 2.
Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Flare! What's up? Welcome on in. This is Machoff'n. Appreciate you being here. Right now, we're going over some New Year's questions. I just answered the one where pick 3 words to describe last year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to, you can go ahead and take that.
Take that. Oh, like my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Should I ask myself a question or should you ask me a question?
Oh, I still don't have it up. I thought you would answer the same question I just answered.
Oh no. I think it'd be interesting if we answer different ones.
So
Be silent. Be still.
yeah, I
be
was
silent,
not
be
prepared.
still.
I thought this was your segment. Create
Well, no,
a
just pick a
phrase or
question.
statement that describes this past year for you.
Create a phrase or statement that describes this past year for you. I don't know about a phrase, but a word. Okay, I'm changing it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna put a word that describes this past year for me. This past year for me was really overwhelming. We were living with his mom, and she's a great lady. Like, I'm not here to talk shit about my fucking mother-in-law, but it was a lot. Just the situation in and of itself was just really, it was a lot. We moved in with her so we could pay off all of our debt, which we did. We became debt-free in April. Yeah, it's super exciting. But it took a lot to get to that point. And it just became not a good environment to be in. And so we were planning on moving out of state, and then that didn't happen, and we ended up moving, elsewhere, which was like overwhelming because it was last minute. We didn't even realize that was going to happen, and so, it did. And then work overall, God, I'm making it sound like last year was like horrible. It wasn't a bad year, but yeah, it was overwhelming. I was working like 10 to 12-hour days, like fucking 6 days a week sometimes. And it was a lot. And like, I made a lot of money, but it was just like, it was a lot. It was a lot. So I guess if I had to answer the question properly of create a phrase or statement that describes the past year for you, I would just say, I'm tired.
I'm tired. It was a lot.
That's the fucking phrase. I'm tired. So in this year, I am wanting to push our passion projects, which is the stream, which is things that I want to be doing on Fuck Debt. I need to kind of take a step back from my 9 to 5. Obviously, I'm going to show up, when I need to, but all the overtime is just like I need to put that time towards some things that are more aligned with what I want to be doing. So hopefully that can like slow it down.
Goals.
Yeah. So yes, that is my answer to the question. I'm tired.
Yeah. So if you want to ask me another one, we can go through.
Sure. Let's see. Who were your most valuable relationships with last year? You can exclude me because, like, obviously. I mean, maybe it's not so obvious.
No.
Like, was I a valuable relationship? Wait a minute. Let me retract.
100%. Both. In every way, values assessed, like financially, emotionally, spiritually, everything for sure. You and little Michael.
Okay, so besides your family,
besides family, I would just have to say, this sounds cheesy, but friends, like staying connected, You know, and you guys know who you are, but like just touching base with you guys. I've never been a person to be good at constantly keeping tabs. I'm more the
Yeah.
person where it's like, if I don't see you for 6 months and then we check back in, it's gonna be like no time has passed. You know, I try to pride myself on being very efficient in friendship, meaning like I'm not a lot of work. Like you don't need to check in on me. We don't need daily calls. Texting is great, and like Instagram messaging funny shit back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
That's enough for me. Like, you know, I'm fine with that. And then, you know, we'll touch bases next time we meet up. But this past year, just having a lot of friends that were still down to try and navigate and find, you know, new ways to stay sane and touch bases and keep up with each other was fucking awesome. And honestly, like a lot of Twitch was watched this last year. You know, I took a break from streaming. But I took a break from streaming, so I was off of Twitch a lot, you know, on the streaming side of things, but hanging out in chat daily, you know, when they're I was blessed that I was able to work from home like some days. And so when I'm working from home and not in an office environment, still having some human interaction through Twitch and stuff was amazing. So yeah, appreciate all my friends around me, appreciate, you know, you guys there in chat, and just everybody else that's trying to create on this platform. You guys were all awesome.
Yay. That was a nice
Yay.
answer.
For you, let's go with what was an unexpected obstacle last year?
What was an unexpected obstacle? I'd be a great like contestant for like Miss America or something. Like when you don't know the answer, you just like
repeat the question.
question.
To buy time. It's a great strategy.
All right. What was an unexpected obstacle of last year? I don't know if this is necessarily an obstacle, but it was more of like an unexpected decision that it was almost an easy decision, but it also like changed the course of kind of how to navigate our lives for the next maybe like 2 years or so. So it made it not an obstacle, but it, you know, it made it like a thing. Like it was a very kind of important decision. And I think it was the decision to not move when we originally intended to move. And that's not moving out of my mother-in-law's house. That's moving our out of state move. We were actually planning on moving out of state this year. The plan was to move by December of 2022. But after kind of assessing our situation and opportunities that were kind of coming towards us, it made sense to push off the move. And it was just a fucking trip because our move was the catalyst to a lot of decisions that we made in how we were going to go about our lives. Like financially was a big one. For school, like, you know, because I was going to school, because I was like, oh, if we move, I have to find another job, and I don't have a fucking degree, so that's a whole other thing. But you know, we had to make a lot of decisions based on this move, specifically because the move was going to be coming up within this year. But we decided that it was best to not move this year for numerous reasons that we don't need to get into. But that was kind of like an internal obstacle because it felt like the right decision, and I do believe that it was the right decision to not move this year. But it also was like, well, fuck, like if I knew we weren't going to move this year, like would I have like fucking strangled myself to like, you know, get to this point where we're currently at. You know, it's like we bent over fucking backwards to be able to move this year, and it, you know, it was an internal obstacle of like, oh, but like you did so much, like you're just gonna throw it all away to, you know, stay. But you know, we're not. It was just like a thing, you know? So I think that was kind of my biggest, like, again, I don't think obstacle's the right word for it, but kind of just the biggest thing to deal with last year, on top of everything else. Like last year was just not a easy year. It got so fun though towards the end of the year, when I feel like I'm talking so much shit about my life in 2021. I swear to God, like I'm not, like my life is great.
We were very blessed.
Yeah,
2021,
absolutely.
2020 even. So,
but you know, it was tough. And towards the end of the year, like when we decided, okay, we're not going to move, and we're going to not be so strict with our finances. We're going to let the reins loose a little bit. We're going to hang out with our friends more, because our friends are more important to us than some of our family, than most of our family. Like, fight me if you think that's wrong. Like, I don't care. Like, our friends are our family. And so we've been putting more energy and time into making sure we're keeping up with our friends and being there for our friends. And the last maybe 4 months of 2021 is when we started putting energy towards that. And that's when shit just felt fucking right.
Yeah, felt
like
so fun.
The
felt
last
so
few,
awesome.
yeah, like the last few months of the year were just, we're lush.
Yeah.
We're lush.
100%.
They were so good.
Yeah, super spoiled.
Yeah.
And just so you guys understand the context, like for years we were targeting this year as our move date. For years.
Yeah.
And like, you know, we were pushing daily, keeping that in mind that we wanted to be moving out by like this time. So yeah, so it was, you know, internally it was a big thing to be for years planning for this certain goal date. Like I said, you know, adjust and pivot as things change. And so our focus changed from trying to get out of here, trying to move into our future, to slowing down and enjoying what's right in front of us, you know. And that's part of like these goals. That's part of like any goal you set. You know, you could be so narrowly focused and you'll reach that goal, but at the same time, you know, like just like we've all learned this year, like time is definitely finite. Like time, like,
yeah, absolutely.
You need to enjoy every second you're here. You need to be present for everything that's going on around you. And really seek out to give it back in the world and be nice to everybody else around you. So 100%.
Be flippin' nice.
Exactly like the hat says, be flippin' nice. But yeah, definitely agree with you on that one. That was a big thing this year, and it was definitely the right decision, because as soon as you make a decision, if things just feel easier and more relaxed and life feels funner again, then like I believe in always choosing fun. So
yeah,
you know, as long as it's not nobody else is getting hurt.
Fun must, what was it?
Fun must be always.
Yes, fun must be always. If you're a Sharks fan, you'll know what we're talking about.
Lilo Max says, I'm glad you both stayed a little longer. Super proud and love you both. I love you too, Lilo Mac.
Lilo Mac is my sister. Give a shout out to my little sister.
This should
little
be.
Sister, we a little mister. What's that from? If you guys know what movie that's fucking from.
Put it in chat. No, but for sure, hashtag more hot pot in 2022.
Have you guys had hot pot?
That should be a poll question.
Is hot pot? Oh, yeah, that should be a poll question. Like,
hot pot is.
I fucking love hot pot.
Yeah, it's another addiction we picked up.
Yeah,
it's all in 2022. It's going to be all about escape rooms and hot pot.
And hot pots.
And
that doesn't sound like a bad year. That doesn't sound like a bad year at all.
Sounds like an amazing year. So yeah, we can move on to our next segment. Unless you got more to say.
No, I think I'm good.
For sure. then let's get
For
into it.
show. She was a hoe for show.
Shit, what's up, fam? What's up, fam? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? This is the jam. This is the jam. What up, though? What up?
What up, though? So this is where we cover just weird things we see on the internet, kind of current events, kind of funny. So you
Yeah.
can go ahead and go with yours first.
Okay.
You got a good one.
In keeping with the New Year's Eve motif of the episode, so I found this article. It's from World Strides. I don't know what that is. I just Googled. It's fine. 9 New Year's traditions from cultures around the world. And so I won't read all of them. We'll put the link in the show notes like always, but a few of these were kind of funny. So in Spain, it is customary to eat 12 grapes, one at each stroke of the clock at midnight on New Year's Eve. Each grape represents good luck for 1 month of the coming year. And then in bigger cities like Madrid and Barcelona, people gather in main squares to eat their grapes together and then pass around bottles of cava. What is cava? Let's look that up right now. I actually don't know what that is. Okay, that's not it. What is cava? Does somebody know what cava is? What is cava? That's how much research I've done for this. Oh, it's Spanish sparkling wine. That sounds great. So you just get together with a community and you just eat grapes and drink wine and you're like, Happy New Year's, bitches. That sounds cool. In Colombia, the residents carry empty suitcases around the block.
Why are they
Okay. I know we do have one person from Colombia here at Hasta La Vista. Oh my
Let us know
god.
if you did.
At Hasta La Vista, my mom does that.
Awesome.
But like, why? So when I read that, I was like, what does it mean? Oh, okay, wait. And the grapes. And the grapes? You're from Spain too? What? Okay. So this one was funny too. Denmark, residents of Denmark greet the new year by throwing old plates and glasses against the doors of family and friends to banish spirits. They also stand on chairs and jump off of them together at midnight to leap into January in hopes of good luck. That sounds fun.
Oh, Magabuski says, I had a friend who did this. We would even be out at a club for New Year's, and she legit pull the bag of grapes from her clutch.
That's amazing.
That's so fucking cool.
That's
I
amazing.
love when traditions meet new age, like, life.
And she's like, I can't forget my grapes. What are you,
I'm
crazy?
still
Like,
raging, but I'm still graping.
I'm modern, but I'm traditional. That's hella funny. Oh, okay. Philippines. This is my hood. So you'll find round shapes all over the Philippines on New Year's Eve as representatives of coins. Oh, yeah, we do this. Of coins to symbolize prosperity in the coming year. Many families display piles of fruits on their dining tables, and some eat exactly 12 round fruits, grapes being the most common at midnight. Many also wear polka dots for good luck. Okay, so the fruit thing and the polka dot thing, never seen that in my life. But for the coins, we would put them on all the windowsills and then
stairs.
even the stairs and like the door, like the floor of the doorways. And like we would leave them there. Nobody would clean them up. Eventually they'd all be gone and then we would have to put more. But I don't recall anybody clean them up. Maybe it's because I was not. Maybe somebody else in the house was. It wasn't me. I'll tell you that.
Santo Niños.
It was not me. So that's what the Philippines is doing. And then let's read one more. So Brazil.
Lilo Max says really quick, the coins are still on the floor right now.
Like he
They keep
stuck up.
getting stuck on my toes.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think anybody cleans them up. I think it's something that's just supposed to stay there.
Patelosaur. Ooh, my friend told me about the coin thing. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I used to have a ton of Filipino friends, and I was always there on New Year's, and midnight, like the aunties and uncles and the moms would all be like just dropping change everywhere, and I'm like, okay, like make it hail for sure.
Make it rain. So in Brazil, as well as other Central and South America countries like Ecuador, Bolivia, and Venezuela, it is thought to be lucky to wear special underwear on New Year's Eve. The most popular colors being red. They're thought to bring in the new year, and yellow is thought to bring in money. I need yellow one. I don't have any yellow underwear. All right, if I want to bring money into my life, that's what I need to do.
Yeah, you wear the yellow, I'll wear the red.
Okay, perfect. They'll be the same style. Okay, and then the last one is Greece. In Greece, an onion is traditionally hung on the front door of homes during New Year's Eve as a symbol of rebirth in the new year. On New Year's Day, parents wake their children by tapping them on the head with an onion.
Awesome. That one though, I don't know, it sounds kind of like difficult. Sounds like there's a lot of layers involved. Hey.
I quit right now. So yeah, that's just a fun little article. I never really looked into what other cultures did for New Year's Eve.
Other traditions.
Other types of traditions. Do Americans have one?
It's just the typical counting down. We count.
We count.
Everywhere else has changed for good luck. Everywhere else has everything. We just go out and drink and count.
Dang.
Basic.
Dang. Hasta la vista, blacking out. Well,
Blacking out, exactly.
We didn't even
3,
do that.
2.
I actually stayed awake. I'm notorious for falling asleep very early. And I stayed awake this year. I think I stayed awake until 1:30. And I was
made it.
proud of myself because usually I'm knocked out by like 10:15.
Yeah. And then it was great, you guys. So we spent it with Hosta. So Hosta was being top-notch, phenomenal host.
Yes.
And he tucked us in, left us with a little reggae music. We both fell asleep. Then as we're sleeping, he puts on meditation music. Great, right? Like I love listening to meditation music. Anything I think it's 432 hertz. Like that's my jam, right? That's the deep sleep. That's the REM sleep. That's where you get all the creativity from. We wake up at like 4 a.m. full blown thunderstorm. Like we're passed out like on the couch in the living room. Full blown thunderstorm. No question about it. Melissa was like, is it raining? And I'm like, it's hella raining. And it's like
hella loud. Yeah.
And so like we wake up next time in the morning and we're like, a few hours later and we're like, oh man, that's crazy that it was raining last night.
Yeah, they had the door wide open and it was like blue skies. And I was like, wow, like considering there was a storm last night, it's gorgeous now. And they were like, it didn't rain.
Yeah, it was the 432 hertz meditation music. That playlist or that track was only like 2 hours long. And
yeah.
So next on the track, CD changed and it was straight up thunder and lightning.
CD changed. Dang, let's show your age, Sean, with
Indeed.
CDs.
The laser disc swapped out for the next laser disc in the jukebox and was like thunderstorms. And so yeah, it was intense, but it was great, man. It's so fucking funny. I'm still laughing. Yeah, storm of the century, 100%. Biggest storm ever.
Of the year. Thus far.
Indeed. I've been 4 hours in.
All right, your turn. What's your what up though?
So my what up though, I got a good heartfelt story. And we'll put the links in the show notes for this one. This one, I love baseball, I love football, I love all that stuff. But if you guys are close to me, you guys know that hockey is near and dear to my heart. And this story is straight from the hockey world. So Vancouver Canucks were playing the brand new Seattle team, Seattle Kraken, and they were at Seattle, and so the Canucks team, the away team, their bench, was on the away side. A home fan, a Seattle fan, was knocking on the window, and she, I don't have her name here, but she was a fan, a Kraken fan talking to the Vancouver bench. Usually it's shit talking, but this time she actually saved this guy's life. She was knocking on the glass trying to get the attention of the equipment manager for the team. She told him, she typed out on her phone, put it up against the glass, and told him, hey, this mole on the back of your neck looks to be cancerous. You should go get it checked out. So the guy, the equipment manager, after the game, after everything, went and got it checked out. Turns out the mole was cancerous. The guy, it was, I don't know what kind of cancer. But yeah, and this was all this last week. So it was during the holidays. And, so him trying to get a hold of his doctors, get it checked out was another nightmare. But the guy got checked out. It was cancerous. This lady basically, saved him. And, other than this, like, who knows when he would have gotten checked, but they were able to catch the cancer early and get it out. And he actually hopped on, I think, Facebook and other social medias trying to get a hold of her, found her. And then the two teams, the Seattle Kraken and the Vancouver Canucks, came together and gave her a joint gift of $10,000 to help her because she's going to medical school. That's the reason why she was able to find it or say that she thought it was cancerous, because she was studying that shit in school. So how just universally cool of the timing of everything, her getting seats behind the opposing team's bench, and then actually having the wits about her to try and get their attention and try and say something and try and be nice to somebody. And it turns out she actually, saved him from a possibly difficult journey of cancer or finding out too late with cancer. So there's really emotional and heartfelt moments. It's all over YouTube. I'll post up the link to the article I have. But like, the equipment manager introduced her to like his family, which was like, oh my God, like, you saved this man, like, who's like the head of the household for his family, and like just super heartfelt, warm, and just touching story. Hockey world's kind of amazing that way. Like, yeah, they still fight, they still fist fight, and it's still, there's super traumatic like injuries and shit with it, but just an amazing sports story. That was my what up though, just to kind of sum it up. But yeah, I'll post it in the show notes. You do check out the article. It's incredible. Highly recommend and highly recommend watching hockey. If you guys aren't into it, going to a game is like nothing else, no other sport I've ever been to. And then you meet amazing people and fans, I've only had maybe a handful of crazy fan experiences, and it's all around like playoff tension games or like the outdoor game we went to. The one time they had an outdoor game in Northern California. Other than that, mostly like it's been great interactions with other like opposing fans.
Yeah.
Nothing's been out of control. No fist fights in the parking lot, to my knowledge, that I've been, around. So
It's fun. Hockey's fun.
and it's a crazy, crazy story, and just talk about timing and being in the right place and actually, caring about fellow humans. So
That's
good on
always
you.
great.
Good on everybody in the story. Happy that guy's there. Happy he found cancer early.
Yeah.
So yeah. And now we got a brand new segment we're bringing you guys.
New segment.
You guys ready? Because it is game time. That's kind of loud.
Games. You guys are gonna watch us play games. Just one, so we don't want to waste your time. We wanted to add some games, some game plan to the stream. Oh, little Michael's going crazy. He doesn't like the music. He does not
No.
like the music. Relax, you're fine.
It's okay.
So
Sorry if I blew out your ears. Did not realize how loud that was going to be.
Whoops.
But it's game show time.
If you can still hear, I will. Oh, it's happening again.
No, there we go. Stop it.
Mel. At Prince of Motley says Mel, Dark Souls Run. Is that a game? Is that an omen? Like, what is that? What are you telling me?
It is a horrible game.
Sounds like an omen.
Super difficult game, and
Is it the escape room that I was at on Saturday? Because if it is, I won't do it. I will fail. I will fail.
oh fail.
Oh, fail.
Is that the Irish way of
Yes,
failing?
because I'm Irish.
No, Dark Souls is a horribly difficult game. It's the escape room on crack, basically.
Fucking crack. I've never done that, but it sounds like a wild time.
But yeah, it's hilarious YouTube clips, but it's a super tough game.
So, not doing that. We're going to do the Whisper Challenge. If you... Do you guys remember that song? So, if you don't know what it is, then I'll tell you. So, Sean and I each wrote down phrases. It's little Michael barking. We each wrote down phrases that we have to... essentially, one person will have headphones on, like with loud music, loud noises playing in them. And then the other person says the phrase. And so the person with the headphones has to
Read
their lips and like get
guess
the
what they're
phrase.
saying,
Yeah. So let's get it cracking. What do you want to do first? Do you want to be headphones first or do you want to read first?
You got your headphones in hand, so
I do.
I will
need to
read
plug them
first.
in. Okay, let me plug them in.
Yeah, you got to get your music going.
These are my Beats by Dre. Shout out to Dr. Dre because I know you listen to
I know
us.
who's watching.
I know you're watching us, Dr. Dre. What else would you be doing with your very busy life?
I think he's here with everybody to Machoff'n on a Monday.
What
Hey!
up, internet people? You are now listening to Machoff'n Podcast. The internet's #1 place to machoff on a Monday.
Ooh. Okay.
Prince of Motley, it is called the Whisper.
The what?
Whisper.
The what? And then I'm all yelling. So I was thinking that we should put like a 30-second. Is that
Timer.
too long?
No,
Oh,
30
that's
seconds
good.
is good.
So we'll do 30 seconds.
Keep it quick.
Just to like if I can't get it, then I just can't get it. It's just
Yeah.
not happening. Or I guess hui. So we'll put that right
All right.
there.
Here we go, guys.
I need it. What should I listen to?
I listen to death metal.
Death metal. Oh my gosh. I don't listen to death metal Christmas songs. That was the first thing that came up. So we're gonna listen
That's
to that.
what you want.
Here comes Santa Claus. It's a picture of a
Whoa.
skeleton Santa Claus. Oh God.
Should be phenomenal. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Hold on.
You hear me?
Let me fast forward it. Okay, hold on.
Can she hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't. No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my God. This music. All right.
First word is, I'll tell you guys the word. It's vanilla latte. All right. 30 seconds on the clock. Vanilla.
Bonanza.
Vanilla.
Fernanda.
Va-
Vagina.
Vanilla.
Fernanda. Oh, now I can hear you. Shit. Okay.
Vanilla.
Nanza.
Vanilla. Okay.
Did I lose?
Definitely lost. I don't know who lost, but we did not make it. Just like the escape room.
Really intense.
Vagina late. You almost got it. Indeed.
In my head, it's like, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus.
The phrase was vagina late.
Was it?
No. It was vanilla latte.
Oh.
I didn't even get to the latte.
Fernanda.
Fernanda vagina. That's a great like Austin Powers like an Austin Powers like female counterpart. Fernanda vagina. Hella funny.
Don't
This
call
is a
my
really
name.
intense ASMR. Exactly, Lila Mac.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh, that was so intense. I don't listen to death metal like on a regular basis at all, and so it's just like,
Only on Tuesdays.
what? Today's Monday.
Hold on.
I can hear them not in the headphones. Oh, it's on your
my
phone.
What is going on?
Technical difficulties.
Part of being live on Twitch.
A patellosaur that made my night. Oh, there's plenty more where that came from. Okay, can you hear me? You're nodding. No, you can't hear me.
Can't hear shit.
Oh, you can't hear shit, guys. You can't hear shit. All right. Okay, ready? So the phrase is, hugs are the best. Okay? All right, ready? Hugs are the best.
Box of butts.
Oh shit, we didn't even start the timer. Oh no.
Extra time.
Okay, ready, go. Okay.
Box of bukkake.
No. Hugs are the best.
Box.
No.
But vagina box.
Nope, none of those. Negative. Okay. Hugs are the best.
I still think it's box.
It's not box.
Okay. Ox.
Nope.
Packs of cookies.
You lost. Hugs are the best.
Holy shit.
You guys are not looking like at his face, but he's just like, box. No, he's like, box of butts. Like,
I'm gonna put it in chat what I was listening to so you guys can understand the intensity. It's called Ecclesia by Based, which is like beast with the A and the E switched. I have no idea why. But I highly recommend death metal for this game. But yeah, what was it?
It was pugs are the best.
Pugs are the best. Oh, Samsonite. So close. Holy shit. Yeah, that was way off. All right.
All right, let me get my death metal.
Oh, this is a
queued
fun one.
up. It's gonna be the same song. Oh god. Actually, let's do this one.
You should listen to the song I was listening to.
What is it? Ecclesia?
Yeah. ECCLESIA.
Uh-huh.
And then the band is BAEST. Great song. Great song.
Oh, is it
DJ
that?
Darth Vader, if you're still here, I highly recommend playing this in your
Oh my god, hold on. It's a YouTube commercial.
Oh, why are you on? Oh, I'm on the Spotify.
Okay. Oh god. Okay.
I see why it was so difficult.
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1. The word is Huggy Baby Boo Boo Bear. Huggy Baby Boo Boo Bear.
Something big. Oh, Puggy Baby Boo Boo Bear.
Ooh. Hell yeah, we got one. Holy shit, with 9 seconds left.
It was the boo boo that
Boo
that's
boo.
something that we call little Michael.
Yeah, Lila Mac box of butt sets the mood for 2022. Exactly. That's what I'm asking for my birthday this year.
A box of butts.
Isn't that such a great track by Based?
Yeah, I'll continue listening to that for the next one. Okay. Are you ready?
Hold on. All right.
Cancel. Okay. Ready, set, go. Oh shit. Hold on, pause. Let me tell them what it is first. Okay. The phrase is, you have a big forehead. Because if those of you who know Sean in real life, he has a big forehead. Okay, let's go. Ready? Start. You have a big forehead. You have a big forehead. You have a big forehead.
I have a big forehead.
See, look at it, it's huge.
I have a 5 head. For damn sure.
Dang, you did it. You did it.
If somebody tries to read my thoughts, they will read my future. That's how big my forehead is.
It's humongous. It's huge. It's huge.
And with my hair, and I can keep putting it up, it's only getting bigger. So,
yep, traction alopecia is real.
glad you like it.
Okay. Reset. Cancel. Okay. Oh. Oh God. Okay, ready?
Set, go.
Go.
Word is Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2.
Trees afire you.
Oh, you're close. Street.
Trees.
Street.
Cheese.
Street.
Tree.
So close. Street Fighter 2.
Something of fire.
Fighter.
A fatter.
Fight.
Faster.
Fighter.
Fatter.
Oh, did not get it. Nope. Did not get it. Holy shit.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that was blasting through my ears.
Yeah.
What was it?
Street Fighter 2.
Oh. Trees of fatter.
Trees of fatter. That's something like boo.
You.
Or it's like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hella funny. Holy shit. Okay.
All right. My turn.
You got another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do like one each more.
Okay.
Little Michael, chill
Here
out.
we go.
All right. Ready? Okay, so this one is I love Jason Momoa because it's true. I do love Jason Momoa. Okay, ready, set, go. I love Jason Momoa.
You have raisins on your forehead.
No, I don't. I love Jason Momoa.
One more time.
I love Jason Momoa.
I have peanut butter and jelly
No.
in my pants. No.
Oh, you lost. You lost. Yeah, 30 seconds is going by so fast.
30 seconds is quick.
Oh, now you can hear it?
Well, I took an earphone out.
Oh, okay.
I saw the 30 seconds go down.
It was I love Jason Momoa.
Oh. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly is a lot better. Holy shit.
Okay, I'll do one more.
Uno mas.
This is fun.
All right, chat. What do you think? Should I give one easy for her or not easy? You guys, I'll let you guys choose. The first answer in chat is the way I'm going. Easy or not easy? Anybody?
Hello.
Box of butts. Is that an easy box of butts or a hard box of butts?
This is
Easy.
easy. Okay.
Okay.
Let me start.
You're starting.
Oh my God, I hate this music. Okay.
The phrase is, and she'll get this. It's give me some weird rapping. It's from New Girl. Watch it if you haven't. It's a great show. Give me some weird rapping.
Give me some weird rapping.
I told y'all.
Yeah. Give me some weird rapping. I don't know if any of you have watched New Girl.
Fans.
It's one of our like joint favorite shows. That show is just so fucking funny. And yeah, that's a line from it. If you know it, if you know, you know, you know.
We can put that in the show notes to catch everybody else up on.
Just put that clip on YouTube.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, that was fun. If you guys think
That was good. If you guys
should
had
do-
fun in the chat,
yeah,
let
and
us know.
if you want us to do more games like that, we were looking online. There's like, there's two truths and a lie, and it's like, I mean, we don't know everything about each other, but at the same time, we've also been together for almost a decade, so it's like kind of hard to come
We're
up
going
with like,
on 8 years in February.
yeah,
So it'll be
like two truths and a lie is like
a long time.
I have to lie, like, I don't even know. And then there's like
It's
Never
got-
Have I Ever. There's a few like talking games that we're thinking of introducing.
Yeah, and we're, as we grow, I also really want to do game nights with chat. I
Yeah.
think it'd be super fun. After the show, I'm probably picking up the Jackbox game. I don't know if I already missed the winter sale, but either way, picking up Jackbox and doing some games and shit with you guys in chat would be super fun. So let us know if you guys dug this.
Yes.
I think it's a fun new segment. This is the first time we're throwing it out there. So yeah, let us know your thoughts.
Yeah.
As always.
And then I think this just about wraps up. I have one thing. So the last episode, we set a contest for someone counting how many times I said the word fuck in the last episode. So there was an overwhelming amount of responses to our contest that we put on Instagram. There was one. And it was wrong. But you know what? She was the only one who did it. So she wins.
Hell yeah.
So shout out to @_V_designs. I'll be reaching out to you and you win $10 holla on either Venmo or PayPal.
If you guys don't follow us on Instagram, I just threw it in chat. So you guys can be a part of the next contest that we do. Just every once in a while, you can literally get paid to watch our podcast.
Yeah.
We're
what a
literally
great
paying
deal.
people. No,
We're so
but
fucking interesting.
it's the contest. It's fun. We appreciate you guys. We want to show our love back to you guys for hanging out with us every Monday.
Yeah.
Giving us a reason to kick back and have this fun. And like I said, in the future, we're going to be doing some more stuff with you guys. So, follow us on Instagram, follow us wherever else. The Telesaur says I didn't get time to, so let us know too. If you guys think we should throw up the contest maybe twice a week or something, just to give other people a chance to enter. These are all things we need to know. So we're learning and growing with you guys. We appreciate you guys being here in the beginning. And thank you guys so much for being here.
Yes.
We're going to do a little shout out here to the end of the podcast, but please, I ask you guys to stick around for a raid. We're going to look for somebody to raid. Anything more for the podcast listeners?
No, that's it. Just be sure to follow us on Instagram. That's gonna kind of be our main social media of communication, besides Twitch. We're also on YouTube and all the podcast social medias and stuff, but it's easy to engage on Instagram. So follow us there so you can keep up with the most latest shit that we're doing. Tell your friends about us on Twitch. If you are not
Spread the word.
subscribed to us, then if you could do that, that would be great. We are affiliated, so we do get compensation for hanging out. And how fun is that? Imagine all the people. If we could do this full time just from your subscriptions. If we could do this you can hang out with us all the time. Would you want to do that? I'm kind of a lot, so maybe that's not a great thing. I don't know. But if you're not subscribed, that would be amazing raisin if you could. It unlocks emotes and it helps support us. Again, follow us on IG. If you got a YouTube, follow us. Just follow all the things. Follow all the
Anywhere,
things.
and tell all your friends, no matter where they're
Tell
at.
your friends. 7 p.m. Mondays, Pacific Standard Time.
twitch.tv/Machoff'n, and then new episodes throughout the week on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes podcast.
Yes, Apple, you're
Podcast.
great, actually. Thank you. Thank you. My energy was a wee bit low today, but I think it's because I have the impending, like, work tomorrow, and I'm just like, ugh.
And the weird rapping.
And the weird rapping. And then at Patellosaur, I think I followed all 4 Instagram accounts. Fuck yeah, Patellosaur.
Hell yeah, Patellosaur.
Gold
Appreciate
star.
you.
Gold star.
All right, we're going to go raid some guy who does not know us.
Yay, stranger.
It's an amazing time always in his streams. He's an amazing artist. It's always super fun. This guy is phenomenal and always open to share what he's actually doing. He does a live cartoon show, so that's what he's doing now. We're rating Tom Thinks. 100%, if you guys feel like it, drop a "We love you, Tom" in the chat. That's how we do things here. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. See you next
So peace out.
Monday.